watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
And good Sunday evening, everybody. Thank you for joining us for DC News Now at 6 o'clock. I'm Ben Dennis. We begin tonight with a sad update. Prince George's County police say that a 6-year-old boy has died just days after being hurt in a shooting at a 4th of July block party in Temple Hills. Police say that shots rang out at the party on Akron Street around 7:50 on the 4th. On scene, officers found 6-year-old Ashawn Payton, who had been shot. He was sent to the hospital where he died late last night. A man and a woman were also injured in that shooting. There is also a reward of up to $25,000 for information leading to an arrest and conviction. Meantime, police in Prince George's County say that a man was killed in an apartment shooting in a building in Laurel. Officials say that shots rang out on Mistletoe Spring Road around midnight. It's there police found 2 men who were shot inside of the building. One of the men died on scene. The other sent to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. Anybody with information is, of course, asked to give police a call. In the district, police say that they have arrested a man connected to a shooting in Northwest from Friday night. Officials responded to 14th Street around 11:40. Police say that 24-year-old Santos Duarte Uceda pulled out a gun during an argument with the victim inside of a business. He then fired, hitting the victim, hurting himself. Both had non-life-threatening injuries. Duarte Uceda is facing multiple charges, including assault with a dangerous weapon. In Montgomery County, a community is mourning tonight. A memorial is now growing near the community pool where a 3-year-old was found by police after he was reported missing. Reports came in for that missing boy near Elmcroft Court in Rockville around noon that day. Police do not suspect foul play. And if you live and work in downtown DC, get a load of this. You will need to plan ahead for the upcoming NATO summit. Expect significant road closures and security measures between tomorrow and the 11th on Friday. You can see those closings near the DC Convention Center and the Mellon Auditorium. Fencing will go up. Some roads and sidewalks will be closed. Drivers and pedestrians may also be required to go through security screenings before entering certain areas. Same topic, Metro is making changes to their service. They will be closing Federal Triangle Station on Tuesday. Also close Mount Vernon Square starting 11 a.m. Tuesday all the way through 5 a.m. Friday. The summit will also impact buses because of road closures. And after serious and honest discussion, Abe Lincoln's wax sculpture is being planned for removal in Northwest earlier than expected because of extremely high temps melting that installation. Check this out. Officials say the statue looks kind of sad right now. It was supposed to remain outside of Garrison Elementary School until September. Now they are pulling the plug on the display a month early. Plans to remove it next month. Cultural DC says this year's experience with Wax Abe helped open up the conversations on more serious issues like the environment.
Our mission at Cultural DC is really to provide artists a platform to respond to what's going on in the world. And I think where this started out as a conversation around history, it's certainly given us and the artists an opportunity to change the conversation to climate change.
All right, a glimmer of hope there. The statue had made headlines earlier this summer when those high temps caused Abe's head to melt off the rest of the statue at the end of last month. All right, before we get to your forecast with Scott Sumner, if you are looking for more ways to beat the heat, the Wilson Aquatic Center in Tenleytown is now back open. Officials say a list of issues there forced it to close last August. The $2.5 million project included a new HVAC system, among other maintenance. Got to find those ways to cool down this week, Scott, because the relief is not going to be as sudden and as strong as we would like.
That is correct here, Ben. Look at these numbers. Yeah, it's 95, and it feels like it's 95. That's toasty. The humidity went down a little bit from yesterday and even the day before, so the 95 feels a little more bearable, possibly to some than others, but again, we have plenty of clouds around as well. It's got that hazy sunshine. This is what I'm talking about. Current dew points. Yesterday when we talked, we saw these numbers in the upper 60s and 70s. Well, right now we're seeing some 50s here, like Winchester, Cumberland, Kaiser, and some lower 60s across the board. Feels a little better, but it's not sticking around here, folks. These dew point forecasts are going to change as we go into the next 24 to 48 hours, excuse me, as we take a look at these numbers climbing right back up into the muggy and tropical range, not just on Monday, but continuing in towards Tuesday as well. So expect this trend of summer-like weather to continue. And yes, the heat indices will be triple digit once again starting tomorrow. There's already a heat advisory. In fact, we'll talk about that coming up in the Maine weather as you see the numbers there. So yeah, scorching heat out there across the region. And we'll let you know about Beryl too coming up.
Whatever adjective you want, it is certainly blistering out there, like Scott had said. Likely comes as no surprise that the DMV is in a drought, some places severe. Officials are advising folks to conserve water at this time. DC News Now's Haley Milon has the tips from some experts.
Yeah, most of us are seeing yellowy brown grass everywhere. Experts say conditions jeopardize crops and can spark wildfires. Now, counties across the DMV are asking folks to conserve water at home. And the good news is there are plenty of small ways to do just that. Environmental experts say to turn off the faucet while brushing your teeth, only run washing machines and dishwashers when you have a full load going, and then outside, don't overwater your lawn if you don't need to. You can also set up some rain barrels to water your plants with, and take a good look at your water bill to see how your home is using water. And you can even ask your county officials about a water audit. Now, our weather team is tracking rain in the forecast this week that could potentially help conditions based on how much we see. In studio, I'm Haley Milon, DC News Now.
All right, thanks to Haley. Staying in the Commonwealth, police in Fairfax County say that several people stopped armed carjackings in Annandale yesterday afternoon. Police say a 38-year-old man allegedly carjacked a victim on Almond Drive. An hour later, the same man, we're told, tried to carjack victims on Lukens Lane and then Richmond Highway in Mount Vernon. Police say several Good Samaritans noticed the attempted carjackings and stepped in. Officials say that they detained the man until officers got there on scene. Well, a $50 million contract in Maryland has been okayed by the state to pay a company that helped clean up the collapsed Key Bridge in Baltimore. The Maryland Board of Public Works, led by Governor Wes Moore, came to an agreement earlier this week. Well, the work to remove the debris from the federal channel of the Patapsco River, that was done by the Army Corps of Engineers. Maryland had also contracted with a separate construction company in Sweden. That company will remove debris from nearby channels under the bridge to allow smaller ships in and out before that massive Dolly cargo ship left the port for repairs. Well, DC News Now is your local election headquarters, and we stay in Maryland. Former Governor Larry Hogan and GOP candidate for the state's Senate seat is calling on his opponent, Angela Alsobrooks, to reverse her support for new tax and fee increases in Maryland. Hogan listed some impacts of the state's new taxes and fees, including a 60% increase to car registrations, taxes on Uber rides, increases in fees for electricians. Hogan called on Alsobrooks to, quote, stand with your constituents by joining with me to oppose them. Well, the spokesperson for Alsobrooks responded, saying in the Senate that she will fight to reduce costs for hardworking families, all the while making sure big corporations pay their fair share. Her spokesperson added that's why it's critical that Alsobrooks has the 51st vote in the Senate to hold these massive corporations accountable, because Mitch McConnell and Larry Hogan will give those corporations a massive tax break.